everyone, I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism, and this video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous. General contribution wanted me to pick a topic, so I have a bunch of stories pulled off the Twitters, now known as X, formerly known as Twitter. And this one, after the last story I did about the mother, I figured this would be a good time to read this one. I'm a hot mom obsessed with my adult daughter. If you date her, you also date me. This is what I'm going to tell my generation, Gen X. Grow the fuck up. It's time to grow the fuck up. And this is from a 50-year-old man in a braided man bun saying to grow the fuck up. This is the type of shit, and this started with the boomer mothers doing this shit, okay? And now you got these Gen X women, okay, who are trying to hold on to something. And you know what? Gen X, by and large, has been a lot better than the boomers on this. But the ones who aren't, okay, are going full in. They're going, the ones who aren't, the portion of Gen X, these Gen X mothers that are doing this, okay, most of Gen X is trying to age gracefully, I think. This is the effects of societal narcissism. This is borderline personality disorder run amok. Like, to do this to her daughter, and maybe her daughter thinks this is okay right now. I doubt it. I mean, look at her neck. You're not this. You're an attractive older woman. Yes, you are. You're not this. And to think that you're going to be dating and partying with a 20, I think she's like 20, this girl. Delusional. Gabriella Vigorito has an overbearing mom, and it's getting in the way of her forming a real relationship. Double the trouble. Gabriella Vigorito is an overbearing mom. It's getting in the way of her forming a romantic relationship. The Connecticut-based social media influencer, 23, told NeedToKnowNow.com that her mother, Catherine Glasso Vigorito, 56, Jesus Christ, believes that they are a package deal on the dating scene. This is what her mother believes. My mom is very protective over me, so it's caused some problems in relationships because she wants me to always be hanging out with her, no one else, she explains. What does a 23-year-old want to be hanging out with a 56-year-old woman, someone pushing 60? Doing her hair the same way, dressing the same way. I mean, it's pathetic. This is pathetic. When I have boyfriends, my mom says we are in a love triangle. That is disgusting. No, you're not. A love triangle. And so many of us, so many of our mothers, this is their dream scenario. This is their dream. They would live for this. But most of the time, we wouldn't allow it. A lot of the time, they just can't pull it off themselves, and they're angry. So the relationship goes in a completely different direction. Gabriella, 23, also believes that her prospective paramours are intimidated due to her mom's youthful good looks. So why would no. Nobody's intimidated by her mother's looks, by your mother's looks. They're intimidated by her bullshit attitude. That's what they're intimidated by. Nobody's looking, no young guy who she's after, the daughter's after, is looking at that neck. Okay, these crow's feet, okay, the wrinkles, the mouth ring. Nobody's looking at that and like, oh, I am intimidated by her beauty at 56. What they would say is, well, she held together pretty well, okay, so that reflects good on you for the future. Nobody's intimidated by this. Nobody's choosing this over her. No one. Sorry. Unless you got real mommy issues. Unless you're somebody looking to be another son, husband, looking to have your nuts stepped on, then you're going for this over her. In fact, the mother and daughter are often mistaken for being twins despite their 33-year age gap. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, you're not. You look alike. You don't look that much alike. Okay? So you can put that right. You could just get on basic looks. You could tell they're related. They don't look like twins. Nobody's looking at this neck. And I'm sorry, this is in the New York Post. So it's not like I'm going to look out and rip down this woman. But this is what they're saying in the New York Post. No, nobody is confusing you to be twins. No one. But this is what the New York Post is doing to put this idea into some other borderline's head to go create more of these monsters. How is narcissism? Why is there a societal narcissism epidemic? Gee, I don't know. Gee, I don't know. Catherine is a former Miss Connecticut USA winner and desires for her daughter to be crowned Miss USA and Miss Universe sometime in the near future. So now you got that whole pageant mentality, wearing like a literal princess that she thinks, a literal pageant queen. Forever the queen. The queen never gives up her crown. Understand that. Never. Never. And if she's got to compete through with her daughter to keep it, she's going to do it. This is pathetic. Like, I feel bad for her at 23 if my mother at 56 came out dressed in the same goddamn dress, same hairstyle, same make, same... Oh, God. They love to match their outfits and makeup looks with each other. I doubt it. So this is more what she looks like without makeup. Not that she don't look 56 with the makeup. You could tell she's older. But without the makeup, she's a completely different person. She looks like she's about 60. Gabriella is the middle child, and she also has two other siblings, Lauren and Sophia. Gabriella has started competing in beauty pageants and aspires to be just as successful as her mother. I have been competing since I was 19, and I've been placed as a top 5 finalist, but I'm not giving up on my dream to follow in Mama's footsteps and bag the same title she's landed. She enthused. So you got one daughter that's put on a pedestal, and the other two are the ugly ducklings, I guess. Meanwhile, the pair's very close relationship hasn't caused problems with Gabriella's love life. It hasn't just caused problems with Gabriella's love life. It's also caused friction in the family. Gee, I wonder why. Because the borderline mother picks a favorite, picks a golden child, and then just shits on everyone else. And all this woman is doing is feeding her own narcissistic supply at the expense of all 3 of her daughters. The cosmetologist's boyfriends are often shocked how close she is with her mom. When I have boyfriends, mom says we're in a love triangle. I mean, it's just heinous. It's just fucking heinous. Gabriella's sisters, Lauren, 24, and Sophia, 18, bristle at the duo's dependency on one another. Of course they do. And you're putting these, and the New York Post is putting these girls' misery right out for the whole world to laugh at. My siblings don't like it and they won't join in at all. We call them the simple sisters. Fuck you, Gabriella said. That's a fuck you, you little twat. You little twat. What a little twat. Could you imagine being one of the other sisters? Of course you can, because most of the people on my channel watching this are the other sisters, are the other brothers, are the black sheep, are the simple sisters. And the mother let them fucking print that in the New York goddamn Post. They don't support mom and me matching, but they do support my social media endeavors and my modeling career, because that's for you. Because they want you to do well, but they know your fucking mother is a goddamn leech vampire. Ugh, the simple sisters. That's in the New York Post. That's what she told the New York Post about her sisters. And their mother didn't stop. Nobody stepped in and stopped. It's like, don't say that about your sisters. In a national newspaper, because you can get the New York Post anywhere. It's not just in New York. You can get it anywhere. However, despite the family drama and the romantic obstacles, Gabriella says she wouldn't change a thing about her mom. Why would you? She's giving you everything you want and shitting all over your sisters and allowing you to call your sisters simple sisters in a national newspaper. Why would you? Ugh. I love being my mom's twin. It makes me feel really great, Gabriella gushed. She is so beautiful and I look up to her. She is my biggest inspiration. Based on what? What has your mother done except put on some makeup? What has she done to be an inspiration? Her looks, that's it? And because your sisters don't want any part of it and they think it's weird, they're the simple sisters, right? Print that. Print that in the New York Post. Catherine also spoke out about the tight bond she shares with her middle daughter. I find it very complimentary being confused as her sister, she explained. It brings us closer together, and I would recommend for any mother and daughter. What about your other daughters? You only get compared to this one, not all your daughters? You got an older daughter, and you got a daughter that's a year younger than her, but just this one. Just this daughter. Weird. Nobody who tells you you look like twins means it. They're mocking you. They're mocking you. And she don't realize it. They're mocking you. Gabriella also often shares videos of herself and her mom having fun on TikTok. She is my twin and my best friend, Catherine gushed. The mama enthused. Wow. You know, whether or not your mother was a beauty queen or got to this level, okay, the aspects of the golden child and the black sheep and the favoritism and the acting out of your age and the direct competition and the pit the children, the daughters, against each other. You're only the twin to the one daughter. Weird. Because you got one daughter older and one daughter younger, but just this one. The one who plays into it. The golden child. It's very odd that the middle child's the golden child, but hey, man. Some people just break the fucking paradigm. What do you want me to tell you? You know, you see this, especially in a Gen, call it out. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And that might be the problem with Gabriella here, And she hasn't actually heard anybody outside of her sisters, because her sisters in her mind are simple sisters. So she doesn't have to accept any criticism from them. Any of their opinions are simple. You don't have to. But if somebody else from the outside would look at her and say, "What is wrong with you?" Say to her, right to her face in front of her, "What is wrong with you? Look at your wrinkles. Look at your face. Look at the amount of makeup. Look at yourself. You think anybody's is confusing you for a sister? What is your problem?" Maybe if Gabriella saw that, maybe she could break it and understand how fucked up it really is. And I feel absolutely terrible for the other two sisters. Horrendous. You see the borderline mother out in public, stealing the spotlight, call it out. Call her out. Right to her face. Call her out. Because that's what she fears most. That's what they feel is somebody who has the balls to call her out. No, you don't look like you're 23 years old. You look like you're 60. Give it up. The biggest fear the borderline mother has is to be called out. So when you see it, do it. Well, thank Anonymous for another contribution. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube, both my channels on Rumble, Tumblr, and Twitter as well. Be sure to share this video wherever you can. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.